Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Baldur's Gate 3 with me, Bring It On. Let's check out this door and then explore the rest of the dungeon. Also, I'm going to turn off non-lethal blows because I don't plan on sparing Cazador.
Just like the door to the ballroom upstairs, this door features no keyhole, but does have an indentation for a signet ring.
Press the SAR signet ring to the hollow in the door.
The ring slots perfectly into place, and the door opens, assailing you with pungent, musty air.
Let's go this way first.
Swift as my feet can carry me.
Just like the door to the ballroom upstairs, this door features no keyhole, but does have an indentation for a signet ring.
Press the SAR signet ring to the hollow in the door.
The ring slots perfectly into place, and the door opens, assailing you with pungent, musty air.
Belly off. Diseases of the Blood. This is a journal handwritten by a vampire known only as Lady Incognita, in which she describes two different blood diseases that, if contracted by ingestion of infected blood, might inconvenience a vampire with a brief illness. The bulk of the text is descriptions of symptoms and diagnoses of red thrombosis and Thandal's paroxysm. Lady Incognita notes that, the vampire's superior senses, it's possible to train oneself to recognize infected prey by scent before biting them, a red thrombosis by a piquant, gingery odor, and the paroxysm by a sharp astringency. Send them back to camp. That'll be some good reading for Astarion. Letter to Mrel Alchem. Mrel Alchem, I suppose, as you say, you have reason to be proud of the expansion of the vampire circle in your city. Of course, Athkatla is more homogeneous than Baldur's Gate. You face fewer challenges from other factions and law enforcement. But still, accept my kudos on your progress there. Enjoy your success while you can, Alchem. I'm afraid that very soon it will be surpassed by my situation in Baldur's Gate. Definitively so. I'm on the verge of a long-planned transformation that entirely changes the rules of the game. Too long have I been content to be merely a major city's vampire lord, when I can be so much more. And I shall. But that's all I'll say about the matter at present, young Alchem. After all, I mustn't give away the surprise entirely. Cazador Sar. The power structure of Baldur's Gate. I think we've read this. Oh, nope. This is a journal of Cazador's thoughts and concerns about the power structure of Baldur's Gate. Now, the changing balance between the factions affects his own ability to operate in the city, without interference or competition. The most recent notes at the end relate to the old problem of Nine Fingers in the Guild, and new concerns about the ambitious young Lord Gortash. Cazador's worries about the Guild revolve around the rise of the brash new criminal kingpin, known as the Stone Man, and what it might mean for the Gate's underworld if Nine Fingers is replaced. Meanwhile, the upstart Gortash is fielding prototypes of his Steel Watchers in the city streets. Are they capable enough to detect and damage Cazador's vampire spawn?
Guilds, nobles, politicians. If he controlled even a fraction of these, the city could be his, and no one would ever know.
Alright, Eternal Cruelty. And a scroll of names. For my sins, my soul was made ink and written onto this parchment, where its scrawl crawls sleeplessly for eternity, unless you free it. I wonder if that's tied to this guy. A Velioth. We can destroy that after. Scroll of names. Names, thousands of them. Many of the surnames would be familiar to a Baldurian, but some of those near the beginning of the list are of families now long disappeared. This is a list of names of people dating back centuries, but continuing right up to the present day. Assumably people that Cazador fed on? Meditations of a Vampire Lord. The Journal of Cazador Czar records the movements and actions of his spawn, with particular attention paid to Astarion. Every order, failure, and punishment is recorded with cold calculation. Only the most recent entries seem to betray any emotion. Astarion failed to return from his hunt this night. Cody informed. He will have the pliers ready when the boy shows himself again. Still missing. Ought not to be surprised. The boy has always been troublesome. But to disappear now, when we are all but ready, is unconscionable, even for him. Got a syllable there. I dispatched the brood. They'll find him and bring him home. And when they do, I'll make him scream for this. It's been days and he is still missing. No amount of pain has motivated his brothers and sisters to find him. It seems Baldur's Gate has swallowed him whole. I'm searching further afield, but my reach outside the city is limited. In the meantime, the hunt continues here. My spawns fail me. Astarion eludes me. I will have my due.
On the pillow rests a skull with a scroll clamped in its bony jaws. The skull's empty eye sockets flare with an eldritch gleam. You feel invited somehow to witness the skull's memories. It seems urgent.
The skull's memories rise and unfold. Let them wash over you.
This skull is all that remains of the vampire Velioth. He turned Cazador, gave him the gift, and then taught him the rules of vampiric existence.
Concentrate on the memory. What is Velioth's first lesson?
Velioth's first lesson is always to dominate. Allow none to be your equal. Velioth recalls when Cazador reached out to a former friend. His punishment was to watch as Velioth drained his friend dry.
Concentrate on the memory. What is Velioth's second lesson? Look at that.
Velioth's second lesson is that power comes from solitude. To share with others is to be weak, and to be weak is to fail and die. Velioth recalls when Cazador rebelled against him. Cazador suffered 11 years of impalement because he failed.
Concentrate on the memory. What is Velioth's third lesson?
Velioth's third lesson is to act not in haste. A near immortal has time to plan, time to act only when others will pay the price of action. Velioth recalls Cazador, his lessons learned, killing him in the rite of perfect slaughter. How they both laughed. Velioth recalls Cazador boiling the flesh from his skull, and then, to mock him, clamping his schooling scroll in Velioth's jaws. The skull's eyes flash a final time, and its jaws sag open. The scroll with all of Cazador's rituals is yours. Velioth is no more.
Even his precious rules.
Black Mass Scroll. Unfurling the scroll reveals a list of foul rites and rituals, detailing all the ways death can be turned to one's advantage, or simply made more interesting. The Rite of Perfect Slaughter, the Liturgy of the Dead, the Sacrament of the Damned, and many more strange accursed rituals cover the parchment. The final entry, however, is familiar. The Rite of Profane Ascension. O piteous dead, O ravenous dead. Mortality is your gift, but darkness is your prison and hunger its gaoler. The Rite of Profane Ascension will release you. Walk in the sun. Suffer not from hunger. Grow your power beyond anything you imagined. A pact has been made with the Lord of Hellfire. Deliver unto him 7,000 souls, each bearing an infernal mark. You shall be free of your chains. You shall know true power. Deliver the souls, speak the words. Ecce Dominus, as animas offero in sacrificio. Nunc iolo potestatem quam policitus es mihi. I'm going to speak Latin in a while. We'll keep that on hand. Also, Lord of Hellfire, isn't that Asmodeus? I think he's the one that discovered Hellfire, right? I don't know if I learned that somewhere else, if that was a lore snippet from this game. I sent Jaheira down here by herself. Now remember if it's Asmodeus or Mephistopheles.
Work to be done. What have we got?
Alright, the Tourmaline Depths. The Tourmaline Depths by Lady Incognita. It was Master Vampire Donella Zar who reopened the vast blue-green halls beneath Baldur's Gate, brought them under our control. But what is the history of this subterranean expanse? How far back does it go? Not even Donella the architect knew for certain, but in her notebook she speculated that the depths were originally Dwarven built by exiles from Arendon, though she admitted she was no scholar of Dwarven history. Though deeply delved, the halls were certainly more of an outpost than a city, Donella wrote. Though if it was established as a facility over a mine, were the dwarves mining here? A larger question in this writer's mind is, how did these abandoned depths go undiscovered for so long under a great city like Baldur's Gate? Were they deliberately hidden by some kind of persistent glamour that finally wore off? We may never know. Alright, so you do have time to run over there and jump on top of it.
Time has not hardened my hands just yet.
Oh, it's 30.
What a day. Yes, let's.
I know just the guy. once his ride comes back up top.
Simple.
He actually rolls over 30 all the time, but when we actually need him to, he doesn't. There we go. I will take a peek. Oh, that's what I thought. Oh, I guess we could check out here real quick. I doubt there's anything on this passage, but...
Everything just feels... Shh, it's alright. Our parents will come for us. Are you sure? Of course I'm sure. And once we're free, we'll make over.
Okay. Head back up top and go check out those cells, all the people in them.
Chess, I'm...
Not worried about him, he can fly back up top.
Do what must be done.
Jahira can as well. Wild Shaper. A little time consuming. I could have gone into turn-based and had them both jump across real quick.
No one's stopped me yet. Don't waste a step.
Come for us.
Approaching the cells, you're met with hollow-eyed faces. There's an almost physical stink of decay and neglect.
Astarion, you know who these prisoners are?
I don't even know what this prison is. He hid all of this from me. And the others. If I had to guess, I'd say they're part of his ritual. But where in the hells do they come from?
You. I know you. You're the one from the tavern. You smiled and joked and got me drunk.
You're dead.
You called me so many sweet things. My name sounded like a lyric on your tongue.
Sebastian,
You remember me.
you were handsome. Shy. You'd never been kissed.
You taught me how. And then you destroyed me.
It can't be.
Beneath the dirt and blood, you notice that every prisoner has a rune carved into their flesh.
That required a perception check. You can see it on his face. Look at the symbols. They all have scars.
So Cazador marked them too. Bound us all to his ritual. Gods. I know so many of these faces. They're my conquests. I pursued them, seduced them, and brought them to Cazador. He told us he was feeding on them, but he turned them to spawn. He turned every last one, so we'd have souls for this cursed ritual.
How long?
What?
How long have I been down here?
Tough call. I wonder if Astarion telling him the truth will break him. Astarion's been a vampire for over 200 years. So he could have been down here for that long. I'm gonna step in and give him some hope. We'll set you free. Oh.
Free. We'll never be free while that monster lives.
That's why we're here. To destroy Cazador.
You can't. It's not possible.
That hammer on my back? I beg to differ. Where is he now?
The Grand Chamber. Just ahead. But even if you can kill him, what then? What happens to us?
I just told you. Yeah. What do you want to happen?
I don't know. I just don't want to die. Whatever you do, just do it quickly. I can't go on waiting.
We'll be back. You have my word.
It's important to note that he said he doesn't want to die down here, but the voice acting stopped and like jumped to the next dialogue after he said die. It's possible that he does want to die, given his current state, how he's been treated. I mean, lockpicking impossible.
Gods above. He kept Sebastian. I feel ill. All the fools and villains who ever fell for my ploys, they're here.
Did Sebastian hurt you in some way?
He didn't do anything at all. I can't say the same of all my victims. There's only one reason they'd all still be here. He must need them for the ritual. each of the 7, we must have brought in 1,000 over the decades. They're all lambs for his slaughter. And if I was to take his place, they'd all die by my hand.
Well, don't take his place.
Everyone, whoever trusted me enough to let down their guard, innocents, idiots, and the unlucky. It doesn't matter. I will need to sacrifice them all if I want to perform the ritual.
You can save them.
What's the point? They're as good as dead. I thought they were dead.
But they're not.
If they are unleashed, they will cause incredible carnage. They will be ravenous. They must die. Better they serve a purpose.
No? There's still hope for them. You got out. You got better.
They're in a state far beyond anything that ever happened to me. Decades of hatred will have piled up inside of them. I can't even begin to imagine. We must find Cazador. This must end.
Alright, but I'm not letting you perform that ritual. Even if that means I have to put you down myself. Say, don't touch me?
Well, you clearly want to say something.
I just want to know if you'll actually set those prisoners free.
I don't know. I thought they were dead for so long. I could feel guilty, happy in the knowledge there was nothing I could have done differently. I could never have saved them. But now there's a choice to make.
You should free them. You owe them that.
And what am I owed? What about the injustices I've suffered? Am I not entitled to anything? All that matters now is killing Cazador. I've earned that, if nothing else. We can deal with the prisoners when the time is right. After all, they're not going anywhere. Well, you clearly want to say something.
None of those. Well, yeah, you can say what's next.
Well, you clearly want to say something.
But what's next?
Next, we find Cazador. And once we find him, well, let's hope fate is on our side.
Yeah, I'm not going to tell him to stop it.
Yes?
We'll be out of here in no time. Are you sure he's coming? Of course he'll come back. He's got to.
That's quick save. Cazador should just be through the next door, right? Yeah, it looks like a vampire lord's room.
Can't slow down.
Hello.
Who stands before us? Is this truly our prodigal son? Do not slouch before me, boy. Have you no respect for yourself? Look at you, crawling back after abandoning your family. You should be begging our forgiveness.
Keep back. Do not intervene. Not yet.
Forgiveness? You've never forgiven anything. Every mistake, every slip was punished.
I strove for perfection in all things, even those as imperfect as you. A pity you amounted to so little, despite my efforts.
No! No. Fuck you. And fuck everything you've ever done to me!
We're here for justice. You're going to pay.
I will not speak to cattle. This is between me and the boy.
You son of a bitch.
You truly forgot my power. You truly thought our bond as creator and creation was all that stopped you from killing me? Hmm? Oh, you are weak, my child. You are a small, pathetic little boy who never amounted to anything. But today, you will finally do something worthwhile. You will burn, and I will ascend.
No! Stop him! Get me out of this!
Witness the birth of the Vampire Ascendant! Ecce Dominus!
Alright, let's get started, I guess. So we need to get to Astarion.
If we can reach the glowing sigils, maybe we can redirect that power from him to us.
More importantly, I want to get to Astarion, but I guess we can stop by these other sigils, right? See how it works. So we reach this one right now.
Well played, but I still have power enough to rend the flesh from your bones. Fight on if you must, but I am only growing stronger.
So we didn't disrupt it, as far as I can tell. Also, I should probably examine him. Alright, so he has 60 temporary hit points. Decent stats. So, Ritual Drain. The creature gains 2 to 16 hit points every turn while drawing on Yusin's Vitality. Astarion has an additional bonus action after draining Astarion's life force. Violet. The creature has an additional 5 to its armor class after absorbing Violet's strength. Ritual source is 6. Your movement increases by 20 feet, you receive 60 temporary hit points, and your attacks and spells deal an additional 6 to 60 necrotic damage after draining a vampire spawn's life force. In mist form right now, let's see. Oh yeah, Daylight. Let's get Daylight out. So Ethereal, it's because he's currently in mist form. Sunlight Hypersensitivity. This creature takes 20 radiant damage if it starts its turn in sunlight, while Sunlit has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks. And Vampire Regeneration. Vampire regains 20 hit points at the start of its turn if it isn't in sunlight, or is taking radiant damage or damage from holy water, in which case this trait doesn't function until the start of its next turn.
Strip away every power if you wish. It will not save you.
Oh, there were, I think, kids on the left side of the prison. After we spoke to Sebastian on the far side. I think those are the Gur children. Yeah, they're not going to hit her, so I'm not too worried about that. I think my paladin has the means to get to Astarion. And your hero just hold the line right there. And I'm actually going to go ahead and pop. Yeah, we'll do level 5.
Heading there.
Hello.
Oh, so much for peace.
So how do I help him down? Until helped. Okay. Oh, but we can't reach him this turn. Fair enough. Ooh, Chatterteeth, Predator, Werewolf. The other named creatures here? Look like it. Oh! I didn't know we had that. That's really cool. So, Arrow of Transposition. Teleport wherever you fire this arrow. I can't help him right now. Do I have... There we go. Alright, next turn we get Smiting. Oh, I need to cast Daylight too. Here it goes after Chatterteeth here. I could put on item instead. But I think that's better. Really doesn't like,
For everything you did to me!
I have known you for 2 centuries. Have I not suffered enough?
So can I free them as well? Nah, it looks like they're hostile, so probably not. Good job, Scratch. Hang in there, buddy. Jump to his death. Ah, 35, 75, 80. I'm coming for you, buddy. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. As we start using our resources. I probably should have taken that guy out. That's fine. Alright, what do we got? We have is one less werewolf. Undying Fury. Cazador's anger increases his strength score by 4 and lets him attack multiple times.
I won't let you win. But I've already...
A Sacred Defiance. Oh, they're talking.
All the pieces are in place. The Ascension is inevitable.
I'm gonna try and get Astarion over here to finish this guy off.
Break them.
Alright, good job, Astarion. That's right, Scratch is over here. Yeah, focus on the bats, I guess. Sorry, Scratch. Oh, where's my elephant buddy? Or sorry, yep. I was only back there. Alright, who's up next? Guess this guy.
Concentrate.
And a bunch of bats, I'm not worried about them. Especially when they do that.
Always comes to this.
I'm ready.
Another step forward.
Alright, we did it. Alright, can I help these guys once I'm... No, we cannot. What happened to Cazador? I didn't see what happened to his body when Astarion stabbed him. Oh, he's in his coffin. We have to stake him, probably. Yeah, I didn't see the animation for that. I also wasn't looking for it.
sleep for you! Wake up!
Get your hands off me, worm!
I'm not the one in the dirt. One last thrust. And I'll be free of you. I'll never have to fear you again. But if I finish the ritual you started, I'll never have to fear anyone. Ever.
Baldur
You
Astarion.
think me a fool? That I would allow anyone to usurp me, speak the words, and ascend in my place? The runes I carved into your flesh bind you and all 7,000 souls to the ritual. Complete it, and those bearing the scars will be sacrificed, you included. You are simply a means to an end. I made you to be consumed.
I am so much more than what you made me. Get over here. We can do this.
You can't finish the ritual. You'll kill all these people.
If we release them, how many people will they kill? Tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands? But if I complete the ritual, think of the power I'll have. With me by your side, we can save the city. We can save ourselves.
Look into his eyes. Try to see what's driving this. I'm not going to waste my insight for this. I'm going to try and talk him down.
All you can see are those eyes you've seen so many times before, pleading with you to help him.
I want you to live a life you're proud of. You can't be proud of this.
You're right. I can be better than them. But I'm not above enjoying this.
Is it over? Is he...
Yes. He's gone.
What does that mean for us?
It means you're free. You can do whatever you want.
You can do whatever you want. Sounds terrifying. And it is. But there's opportunity in it too. You can hide here, living in the shadows like parasites. Or you could be more than what he made us to be. You can choose differently, of course. But the consequences are on your head.
And what does it mean for them?
Now that is a question.
Cazador's staff controlled everything during the ritual. If it controls the cells too, you could decide their fate.
Cool looking staff. So I understand the dangers of releasing 7,000 starving spawn. But they're also innocent. They've been trapped this entire time. They haven't done anything wrong. So you have to at least give them a chance, right? Plus, we told them that we would. I'm not going to go back on my word. Let's release them. They deserve the same chance you got.
Some sacrifices just aren't worth it.
The poor wretches in the cells are innocent. They shouldn't have to suffer just because I lured them here. They'll need someone to lead them. Take the tunnels into the Underdark. Find somewhere, well, not safe, but less perilous.
What? No, we can't.
Just try to keep them out of trouble. I think we're done here. Let's go.
High security vault number 3 key. Silver key is cold to the touch, reminding of a long unattended gravestone in the dead of night. Not that we need it anyway. Tsar family ring. This ring carries a symbol of the Tsar family and has an inscription in some crusty old language. We've seen that. Rhapsody. Only a +1? Grants Scarlet Remittance. Gain a +1 bonus to attack rolls, damage, and spell save DC for every foe you slay, up to a maximum of +3. That's why it's a +1. Sweet Bloodletting. Possibly inflict bleeding when hitting a creature with this weapon while hiding or invisible. Cazador's love of poetry arose after he read on the naked stomach of a dead child in his homeland. The child was hung from the lowest branch of a tree. Cazador read the poem, looked at the child, and he knew that here was the art form for him. I really wish they brightened up the color of the text for the flavor text. And undead, we probably can't. Yeah, can't target undead.
That's it. He's gone. After all these years, these centuries, it's really over.
I'm proud of you. You did the right thing.
I'm glad you think so, because I'm not so sure. I just feel numb. What I've lost. What I've gained. It's all so much. And God, all those spawn. Free in the Underdark. I need some time, I think. Just to let it all sink in. Let's just go. This place reeks of death, and I want to feel alive again.
They say that the only thing a vampire can feel is hunger. Nothing else touches them. Not grief or mercy. Or any sense of what is just.
Do they? Well, there must be something to it then.
Careful, Astarion. Despite your every effort to the contrary, I am in danger of thinking you might be a good man.
So Astarion didn't fulfill his master's ambitions for himself. At least that means he's his own man. Though, I'm a little surprised he didn't covet those powers.
Oh, he definitely did. I think if we would have talked him down, he would have gone for it.
Let's just go. I'm done.
Alright. Probably nothing to explore in here. Maybe these side paths. So we'll check those out next time. Then we'll leave here. We'll go and check in with other companions about Astarion's quest. And then we have more Baldur's Gate to explore. But for now, thanks for watching. Hope to see you guys in the next one.